All right, whiskey people, welcome back. It's Dark Spirits, back for another long-term review. This is going to be my long-term review of the Four Roses single barrel. But wait, I'm also going to compare it to the Four Roses small batch. All right, so before anything, let me go ahead and try some of the small batch just to kind of reacquaint myself with everything. Okay, yeah, approachable. A little bit of the spice first, followed quickly by the corn. I like it. Now, let's go ahead and check out the single barrel again. Single barrel here. Man, that's good. That's good. The Four Roses single barrel. All right, so let's get down to it. First of all, would I buy it again? It's going to be yes, because as a matter of fact, I already have bought it again. This is probably, well, let me just tell you, so far, the only bottles that I have bought again before finishing one have been Eagle Rare, Wild Turkey 101. I think just those two. Those are the only two where I immediately knew, okay, let me get some more of this. And I got a different single barrel also. This is a 1G. I think I got like a 1.0 or something. So that means, in case you didn't watch that last video, which you should, that means that it was on that first tier, right? That means very little water was probably added to this. So would I buy it again? I already answered that. Would I recommend it? Yes. Who is this for? So if I were you, and again, my channel is more for like people who are just getting into the game. Man, you might be tempted to just go straight into the single barrel, right? If you've never had Four Roses, but I would discourage you against that, because the problem with these single barrels is kind of like what I said on my review of the Blantons. I mean, it comes from a single barrel, so if you don't get that same barrel, you're not going to get the same thing, right? So, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you want to go with a batch product first. So that's why if I were you, I would probably, you can get the regular Four Roses for maybe 20 bucks. This is the 80 proof one. And if you're new to the game, it's probably a good place to start, right? Because they basically give you a mixture of all the mash bills. Then, I would probably recommend you going to the small batch. The small batch is good, man. Check out my video for that. The small batch is good, but I remember about the small batch, I was just wishing that it was just more. And with the single barrel, it gives me more. Now, these aren't exactly the same. These are different. I think with the single barrel, you get a lot more of those fruits, light fruits. By light fruits, I mean, think like pear and stuff like that. You definitely get the pepper. This one is more pepper forward, more spice forward. But with this one, something about this, the mash bill they do for this single barrel, I'm getting the small batch turned up a little bit with more fruit, which to me is just great. I love it. I mean, if I had to complain about anything, it would just have to be the price. So in your area, maybe different, but where I'm at, this single barrel is like $45. And this one is like $37.99. So, do I think it's worth the 45? Yeah, I think it's worth the 45. I would like it better at 40. But it's kind of like, the way that I feel about the Eagle Rare, right? The Eagle Rare is a single barrel product, right? So each one might be a little bit different. This is kind of more fun. I think for me, I'd pay the 45, which is about $5 more than I'd want to pay, because I'd be curious to see how these different barrels taste. That's kind of where I'm going for. Any hobby, bourbon is a hobby for me, I think should be fun first. So for the fun, 45, I think it's worth it. But again, I think the most I'd be willing to pay for this is probably 50 tops. And again, this isn't something that I would probably drink every day, right? Because there's a lot of nuance in here. So, this is something that I probably want to have when I want something really good. Or better yet, I'm probably going to start off with this and then maybe, move on to something else if I'm watching a movie or something else like that. But you can tell I've talked so much on here. It pretty much tells you everything I need to know. The Four Roses single barrel is a winner. Pick it up. Try it at least once. Let me know what you think. But if you're a newbie, I would start off with probably the small batch, just to kind of get an idea, because this is always going to taste the same, right? and this one may not. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Let me know what you want me to review next. I am taking requests. It's probably something that I already did. All right, I'm out. Peace.